Duchess of Edinburgh's gesture to Kate Middleton sent message to William. Kate Middleton was joined by the Duchess of Edinburgh at today's Remembrance Sunday service, and according to a royal expert, she sent a subtle message to Prince William. This marked Kate's most significant official engagement since her cancer diagnosis, and the start of her chemotherapy treatment earlier this year. Adhering to tradition, Kate donned an all-black ensemble, complete with a netted hat, her hair styled in a twisted chignon, and a military-style coat adorned with black epaulettes and a black velvet bow at the neck. With the Duchess of Cornwall absent due to a chest infection, Kate, who is also set to become a Queen consort, was initially slated to stand alone on the central balcony of the Foreign Office to observe the ceremony. However, Sophie, who shares a close bond with Kate and is often referred to as her royal sister, was moved from her original position alongside the Duke and Duchess of Gloucester on a neighbouring balcony to stand in solidarity with Kate. Hello viewers, please remember to subscribe and click on the notifications bell icon, so you will be notified whenever we upload new cookies about the British royal family. This appearance follows Kate's attendance at the Royal Festival of Remembrance at the Royal Albert Hall last night, where William was spotted affectionately offering his arm to his wife. Sophie, Countess of Wessex, was seen comforting Kate Middleton at the end of today's service as they watched King Charles, Prince William, Princess Anne and Prince Edward lay wreaths at the cenotaph. Body language expert Judy James told the Mirror that despite William and Kate not standing together, they appeared unified. She said, Sophie was clearly in the role of temporary stand-in for William. She chatted to Kate on the balcony as the two women stood side by side, and despite Kate's impeccable appearance of confidence as she stood in the spot that used to belong to the late Queen, Sophie appeared to be keeping a watchful eye over her as Anne has clearly been keeping over brother Charles, reports the Mirror. She added, it was the small touch or even pat on the back as Kate walked ahead inside the building that seemed to not only offer a form of maternal affection, caring and reassurance or even congratulation to her niece-in-law, but it also looked like the visible proof to William that Kate is in very safe and caring royal hands when he is not there by her side. Judy also noted, Kate watched William place his wreath with a very faint smile of pride, and her Victorian-themed coat dress, with its high-neck velvet bow and single line of matching buttons, looked paired to his now thickening beard, which added a more dashing, historic royal king look to his image. At today's service, Kate was seen wearing 3 red poppies, often speculated to be a tribute to her great-grandmothers, 3 brothers who tragically lost their lives in the First World War. Her diamond and pearl drop earrings were once owned by the late Queen, and she also sported her Silver Queen's Dragoon Guards brooch, a nod to her role as Colonel-in-Chief of the regiment beneath her poppies. The Princess first attended the service as the Duchess of Cambridge 13 years ago, 7 months post her marriage to William, thus becoming a part of the royal family and an HRH. In 2011, she was photographed wearing a black double-breasted coat by Diane von Furstenberg and a small brimmed hat with a large bow by couture milliner Jane Corbett. Since then, Kate has been present every year, including 2020 when she stood socially distanced from Camilla on the balcony during the COVID pandemic, while the increasingly frail late Elizabeth II missed the service due to a sprained back. On Monday, Prince William's aunt made a speech at the British Embassy in N'Djamena, having met charity workers and NGO workers. She was seen in a red ankle-skimming wrap dress from Ghost with a white star and crescent moon print. The Duchess is visiting the African country with UNICEF representatives. At the beginning of the trip, she was moved to tears having met with refugees who had fled the civil war in Sudan. Prior to the visit, Sophie stepped out on a number of outings wearing printed looks. On the 4th of October, the Duchess spoke with members of the 5th Battalion, the Rifles, during a medal presentation ahead of their homecoming parade, after a 6-month deployment in Estonia, at Picton Barracks in Wiltshire. She was seen wearing a pink and khaki floral dress from Erdem with a collared neckline, and 3/4-length sleeves. The designer number was teamed with the Rosalia heels from Jimmy Choo. The royal also opted for a printed outfit when she wore a grey plaid suit from Vince when she opened the Domaine Evremond winery in Kent. The classic ensemble was teamed with a duck egg, blue satin shirt and the on-trend Exia 80 burgundy patent pumps from Jimmy Choo, which had her looking like an autumnal-it girl. Tireless Sophie, Duchess of Edinburgh, set to be crowned hardest working royal. For years, Princess Anne has been dubbed the hardest working royal. But now the Duchess of Edinburgh is on course to take her crown after more than doubling the number of engagements she has conducted this month compared to last year. So far Sophie has undertaken 38 appointments compared to the 18 she carried out in September 2023. By comparison, the Princess Royal conducted 20 last year, as listed on the court circular, dropping to 13 so far this month. Sources say the Duchess, 59, has become a secret weapon as she steps up to support the royal family. Sophie has been working extremely hard over the past few months to bridge the absence gaps, said one insider. She is starting to become the hardest working royal, which is inevitable because 3 of the top dogs have been out of action due to illness or injury. Both King Charles and the Princess of Wales have missed most of the year. Not only did they have to step back after undergoing treatment for undisclosed types of cancers, but Anne was also absent in June and July following an injury she sustained on her country estate from a suspected horse kick. Despite suffering a serious head injury which inevitably led to a drop in the number of engagements, she could undertake the Princess Royal has been slowly getting back in the saddle and increasing the number of appearances she has conducted since the accident. The 74-year-old has often been credited as the hardest worker among the royals, with many fans praising her for her recent official appearance in the Netherlands. Last weekend, she represented the King during a poignant ceremony to commemorate the 80th anniversary of the Battle of Arnhem, which saw paratroopers jump from planes over the site. In the meantime, Sophie has been stepping up her royal engagements both at home and abroad. Last week, the Duchess undertook a slew of appointments in Surrey, visiting Hale Community Centre in Farnham, Main Chance Animal Sanctuary and Parity for Disability, which supports people with multiple disabilities. Last year, Sophie became the first royal to visit Baghdad in Iraq. She also recently visited Tanzania to continue her work to raise awareness of trachoma, a preventative disease that can cause blindness. In 2023, Prince Edward's wife was listed as the 4th hardest working member of the royal family, having carried out a total of 114 engagements. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like this video and drop comments, and most importantly don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything.